Hello, this is Daniel from Daniel's Piano Service. Just wanted to put together a quick little video describing the importance of having an action in a piano properly regulated. So many times what happens with a tuning call is that the adjustment to the tension of the string, as represented in this model by this wire here, is adjusted so that the piano sounds good. But many times, as pianos spend years being actively played or even just sitting in the living room or the basement for a long time, there are other distances within the action that are normally not addressed in the space of a tuning call. The reason for that is it takes a lot of time to look after adjusting the proper distances inside the action, and this is called an action regulation. And normally it is charged separately from a tuning, and it can be quite expensive, even up in the area of $850, $900 for a complete action regulation. So what we're looking at here, and you don't see it in the field of view of the picture, is that as the key is depressed, there are a lot of things that happen inside a grand action piano. So this is representative of one key, but in fact there are 88 keys, and so the multiple amount of adjustments that are made in one key, as shown on this model, have to be repeated for all 88 keys. The end result is that you want a piano that is responsive, and by responsive we mean that it is not sluggish, it's not heavy feeling, and at the same time it's not feeling too light. Also, responsiveness is tied into repetition, where the key should be able to be played very fast, especially with grand pianos. This is why you have grand pianos on the concert stage. Is one of the reasons, besides the big sound, is the fastness, the high repetition that can be incorporated in a grand piano action, primarily because it works on gravity, but it's assisted also by a variety of springs and levers. So for a grand action to be regulated, you're looking at hammer blow distances, you're looking at lever distance, height, lever height, distance, you're looking at the condition of the knuckle. As you can appreciate, the jack, or fly jack as some call it, has to move quite quickly under the knuckle, and if there's something wrong with the leather or the contour of the knuckle, then this will inhibit it. You're looking at alignment from jack to knuckle. You're looking at the importance of the drop screw engaging the repetition lever at the same time that the let-off regulation button is contacting the heel of the jack. This is called, in other language, a double escapement action. A grand action is a double escapement action, at least the modern ones are. And so there has to be double escapement happening at the same time. Other issues you're looking at is the timing of the dampers to lift over the strings, conditions of the hammers, that they're not grooved too deeply, affecting the sound, and many other types of adjustments. So this is the reason why it's good to look once in a while at having a piano fully regulated. It's not something that you have to do every time you tune the piano. Perhaps there's little tweaks that can be done in the course of a tuning, but an overall action regulation involves making adjustments, small adjustments to the entire piano action. So hopefully this has helped to clear up why it's important to do that. Over time, distances increase or decrease, and this affects the feel of the piano. And so these all have to be brought back to as close as possible factory spec, and so that the action is performing like it was when the piano was first purchased.